But think about it like this: most people don't want to be knocked out of their bubble of blissfulness. Like is one. Imagine like all right. So going back to the dimensions. Imagine if I found a portal to the fourth dimension. It was beautiful. It looked like some shit you can't even. Literally could not describe. And I came and talked to you and like not even you. All right. I'm gonna just say I held like some type of meeting that 1 million people showed up to. Right. You was in the crowd, and it's like I'm talking about it. Obviously, you're gonna believe me, but how many?
I'm only gonna connect with some people.
There you go. And
but
how?
That's what I mean. Like we as a group, my thing is all we have to do is put it out there.
And it's up to them. Oh, okay, I like that. And that's facts though.
Something.
That's definitely facts.
That's what I mean by get us, you know.
Hey boy. I just got scared as fuck. I'm lagging? Am I lagging?
Okay, so there we go. I wrote down a question. And here are my answers. The question is, how is system / us as humans has us sucking each other up? That makes sense? Pretty much how we're messing, like, we're not here for each other for real. Let's start with the government. It's a man-made structure. That's not something that just, it kind of is something that's popped.
Fucking hell! Help!
It's still a man-made structure. Humans, we made that up. I'm not gonna say I'm pretty sure, but I feel as if the other life, the other whatever beings or wherever in the multiverse, I don't know why, but I feel like they have government structures, and that was literally just a human thing that we came up with in order to gain control.
Yeah.
Because what does every human want? Control of whatever. Every aspect of their life, every person around them.
And that's the big problem. Hey, he dead in my face, Posticus. But that's why I screamed, because I couldn't hear shit. I ain't have my audio on, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That's how you know we was into these comments. But another thing is too is like, who's to fucking say that we're even ready for alien contact? Like imagine if we met an alien civilization that was less technologically advanced than us. What are we gonna do? The exact same thing we did to the Native Americans of this country, and what we done literally the pattern that just been consistent with humans throughout the ages. It will literally still be here if we goddamn meet aliens. It's not gonna change just because they're not human. What the fuck? We're gonna fucking take over.
Because humans are curious, but they're curious in the wrong things for us. But hey, they're gonna be curious if they're gonna start experimenting with them, and like that. So we're not ready for that. Well, we could be at peace with aliens. Like, we're gonna talk about aliens, but well, we could be at peace with aliens. They come greet us, and we wave and we'll be chilling.
That shit lame.
It's still game. Come on. Yeah. We want control. As humans, we want control. So we create a government. The government then controls every other structure of life.
Oh my
every other system, every other thing that exists. Now we back up. Now we're bringing it back into the school system. I had to back up on that one. I wrote it out and I'm like, where does this come from? Okay. Government forces you, school K through 12, to turn around and go to college in order to get a career, to have your life put together. Because at some point, without a high school or a college degree, you couldn't get a good job. Even with a high school diploma, you couldn't get a job that paid more than this. Hard, like barely. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, don't even get me started on money. It's a part of this, but we're gonna act like money isn't a part of the problem right now.
Money is definitely a problem.
It's the biggest part of the problem.
If anyone thinks money not a problem, they probably the biggest idiot.
You're part of the problem.
Exactly. There you go. The whole concept of money is really dumb.
Dumb. You put a value on paper, and now it rules the world.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, we're not there yet. Relax. We're not there yet.
I mean, we needed it somewhat, though.
Turns around.
They
so you
just
have to
took it
go
a whole
pay
different
for
way. For
your
some
education.
reason.
For my personal experience, if I was actually went through all 4 years of school, I would pay 20, 40, 60, 80, up to, no, not up to, at least, not even up to, at least $100,000 that I don't even have, by the way.
Mhm.
You know, financial aid. I had to, yeah, $100,000 that I didn't have. But I have to give it back to the government because that's who I got it from, right? Money. Without, now, you remember how I was telling you earlier, you don't even have like the security of a career after getting a diploma anymore?
Mhm.
Diploma, a degree anymore? That, where I'm giving you $100,000 plus dollars, and I'm not even going to see that in the 6 months that you wanted that. Because they only give you 6 months after going through 4 years of school, you get 6 months to pay them back.
No, you don't get 6 months to pay them back. They give you 6 months to find a job.
No,
To
they
start
give
paying
you.
them back.
I thought they give you 6 months to find a job before you have to start paying them back.
Yeah, they don't
'Cause
give you
even
6
that's how they
months to
work in
pay
my
them
trade
back.
school.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell she talking about.
What?
They
Yeah.
want their money back.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell she talking about, because you're not making 100,000 in 6 months and just, unless you're an entrepreneur that's making that much.
Okay, so I'm not gonna
I
say
just
force you
fucking
because
read
you do
this
have the
trap
option to
again.
go to college or not. But that choice and that option is barely a choice or an option because if you don't go to college, people.
Postigger said you got 6 months to find a job and pay them back.
They was telling me I got 6 months to pay them. That's what they told me in
Is that,
school.
so, I mean, that can go either way, but
Well,
they
I
should have
guess it
worded
depends
that
on how
better.
you. I think that it depends on how they.
You still have to pay them back.
Yeah, I think they didn't word it wrong.
Yeah, because I don't think they want $100,000 in 6 months, but hell no.
I don't think I learned what I needed to learn at school.
Yeah, you told me
Pretty much
that.
the thing I learned, yeah. So yeah, that they want their money back. Say you don't find a job or career because what you're looking for in 6 months should be a career after getting your degree. Oh, I can't stand money. I'm sorry. That actually, forget the school system. Money, bro, money.
Yeah, we didn't need money. Postigger don't agree with me, of course. He never agrees with me on a lot of things, but that's fine. That's probably one of the best reasons I like about him. I don't like a person that always agrees with me on everything. But
I mean, I can give you some reasons and explain why. If you
I mean,
like.
I can understand why you said we need money. You bitch! You bitch! You bitch!
But we never
God
needed money
damn,
before
bro.
existed.
Alright, I feel like because we don't understand, you know, how the real, you know, I mean, maybe we do. I don't understand. I'm gonna just say I don't understand how money even came about. But obviously there was some the same way that everything else comes about. There's some type of need that needs to be fulfilled, and someone became, you know.
Hey, this is $1.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth $1, like.
And and you gotta remember though, the U.S. wasn't even made when money was made. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Money, it started so different. You know what I'm and
I feel like money started
because
from
I remember they
barter,
used
honestly.
to. I remember first before there was money, people used to just sell shit. You know what I'm saying?
Barter.
They traded,
Right.
and when they did
Why
that.
we can't live like that anymore? I don't know.
Because of greed. That's why. Because if niggas take too much of one thing, then the shit is gonna fucking fucking stink. And
What
we
the
not
hell?
gonna
That's the exact same problem with money though. So that ain't
that's
nothing
why
that fix.
But that's why I'm saying. That's one
But my
reason why I
thing is
think,
though is we
because I
could have
feel like-
lived in a way. Postigers, remember you listened to me listen to this video. or I
Yeah.
know you wasn't really paying attention, but there was a whole like concept of this species, you know, that didn't have technology, but at least they were living in full harmony with the planet. You know what I'm saying? They were in a basically utopia type situation. Like, yeah, they had the goddamn, you know, ups and downs as any, I guess, conscious civilization would have. I don't know what that would be, because I don't know how primitive consciousness would be. And the thing about it is, they weren't, like in the video, they weren't primitive at all. You know, they were like a grown, like us, but just not without the like, think of us now, Ray, think of me and you without phones. You know what I'm saying? Like the same type of conversation, but their language though, right? Because like I said, this is a whole video, that was made purposely for entertainment purposes.
You can get.
Right?
I'm gonna send you a part.
So obviously it's not true, but the concept is so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think of it, I might really just have to send you this video, because I don't think I can sum up the video.
What I was gonna say, I might slide by there tomorrow if you want me to. So ask Monica if I can come over.
Like, and it
I said I want to slide over there tomorrow before I leave for college. So
they said that they species
ask Monica,
didn't even have question phrases. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
ask
no
Monica
room for
if
you
I
to
could.
even be able to
Yes.
ask a question.
So ask Monica if I can come over to see you before I just show up. Oh my God! Here we go, girl.
You gotta listen to the video. It's
know,
gonna be,
right?
when you watch that, cause you won't be able to get it either, because the thing about it is they're so, it's like, it's crazy. Like, technological wise, they have no technology for real. But in the terms of like,
I get that.
but in the terms of like consciousness,
I thought you were talking about this.
But in terms of consciousness, the fact, like, you can't understand the, like how the fuck do you not have questions? You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't know everything. You know what I mean? But in that video, you gotta watch it. It's so good. Because it's so good. Like, I won't even, words can't even give you.
The video explains itself, okay?
Man, when I tell you, language is so broken when it comes to trying to explain that amazing video.
Boy, stop swinging at me.
It's like, it's hard to explain the unexplained, but you want to explain it so bad.
Meg, no.
That's how I died. Exactly. That's exactly how I died. That's literally exactly how I died, Prospect. That's so funny.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. So every single
But yeah, I was gonna slide by there tomorrow and not get chill. I don't know.
They even take taxes out of our taxes.
Which,
everything that you earn and spend goes back to them.
You want me to tell you what taxes are? You want me to tell you what income tax is? Income tax is nothing more than a distraction to keep you from your actual dreams and ambitions.
Right. I disagree with you on that one.
Plastic, why the fuck are these people just running around? What the fuck?
Cause they fucking stupid with acorn brains.
Finally get the phrase, more money, more
problems. Yes, that is very much true.
I be understanding that shit, definitely.
Oh
like,
my God.
I you want me to tell you something that I found very interesting? Like, even like I put a thought experiment in my head for this too. I was thinking in my head one day. I was like, even if like, hold up. I was saying, even if, hold on, damn it. Even if like I was living on my own, right? And let's say I ain't have no job yet. I ain't know how I was about to pay these bills, but I did have, you know, at least 2 months of expenses covered, right? Like I would still like, and I had to answer myself genuinely too. I was like, yo, would this be a comfortable situation to be in? No, obviously.
Not at all.
But I truly would see that I was able to say that I wouldn't like stress in that situation, because I would be working my ass off for those 2 months, whatever the hell I had to do, whether I had to apply for jobs, whatever the fuck, I'd be figuring something out. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where like that using your mind is supposed to come into play. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
the fact you can't live comfortably without money now, and it's ridiculous because money didn't exist at one point.
Exactly.
And we were living comfortably.
Living comfortably. But my thing is though, is how do we know we was living comfortably? We weren't living back then.
We don't, but how to be more comfortable than this?
Is it? Is it though? I mean, it probably was, but who knows? I feel like the best time to be in was probably like the Roman Empire time. Because I wasn't, hold on, damn. No, I think I meant Greece. The Greek Empire time. Because I know the Romans took over the Greeks. But because whichever time Plato was alive in, I don't remember if it was the Greek or the Romans, one of those. But whichever time Plato was alive, that was the best time to be in, if you ask me.
I think that we're so proud of colonization that they put it in history books, but okay.
That's the damn, and the fact that we don't even notice that's the programming right there. That's the programming. All they're doing is teaching us about the fucking vicious and ruthless cycle of humans.
They're not gonna teach us how. Oh.
They're not gonna tell us what we could do to fix.
I would be fired if I was a teacher because I refuse to teach the curriculum.
Nah, the thing about it is you would have to you should teach the curriculum, but also teach what's wrong with it as well.
Yeah.
Like the Coach Bynum, trust and believe me when I tell you this nigga we never touched that physics book.
Ever.
Never. But we was learning the shit out that curriculum.
Yeah, it was.
You feel me? So it's like it's not a matter of, you know, not teaching the curriculum, but have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
He was a teacher who gave you the spoon to hold on your own and kept his hands up under it just in case anything dripped out.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I love teachers like that. I do. They're the best teachers.
When I think about the catalyst to what turned my life on the path that I am on now, the first person that comes in my mind is dead ass Coach Bottom every time. Because, bro, when I tell you, when this nigga got down, told the first day of sophomore year, I cannot forget this shit. I remember this shit crystal clear. This is one memory I love going back to. I treasure this memory so well. This nigga said, your reality is not real. My brain broke.
That was the first thing he said when he walked in the classroom.
Nah, not when we walked in, because everybody had to get in, yeah, but, yeah, basically, yeah, that's the first thing. Yeah, exactly, and I'm like, yo.
It started every semester, your reality
is not real, and I was dead ass broke. I was broke, because I didn't know what the fuck he meant. I didn't know what the fuck, you know, like, and when you don't understand, you start that, this nigga crazy. Like, he a teacher? You know what I mean?
What's crazy is I didn't understand it until, like, way after I left. But it wasn't like I thought he was crazy. It was like, oh, you're onto something.
Wow. See, I understood that shit right after he said it. As soon as he explained it, I was like, wow, it makes so much sense. And then, like, almost immediately afterward, it's like, bro, I started getting into the paradoxes of, you know, Mandela effects, like all in that 1 year. Like it was almost like he was dead at the catalyst to me opening my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought that my mind was closed, but it's like it's almost like, let's be honest. You know how sometimes have you ever had that feeling where you just feel kind of stuck? You don't know where the fuck to go. Like you just kind of stuck.
Yes, very often.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you need like some type of push, some type of help, some type of catalyst to help steer you where you need to go. Like, all right, for example, this is a perfect example, right? I thought I was finally reaching the apex of my meditation. Then I randomly just told Popsticles after going to the gym, bro, I'm about to get in the lotus position, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly, it just came in my head. You know, it's like something just push that thought into my head from the different dimension that it comes from, and it just boom. Like, get in the lotus position, dude. Right? and I'm about to get in it. I get home, I'm nowhere near flexible doing it. I get into yoga now. Look at me. Like,
No.
it's so
All because
crazy.
you want to achieve one thing.
Thank you. It's crazy. It's crazy. And when you look at it in a pattern like that, your whole life actually, you know, you start to think like maybe some things do happen for a reason. Like maybe there is some type of fucking grand scheme. Like maybe our lives really are predetermined to some extent. Whether it's a bad predetermined, a bad or good one, it really might be predetermined. And like you really are on the right path no matter what, whether you feel like you are or not. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy as hell though, you know, because you don't know. But that's what the beauty about it, not knowing, because that leaves you with endless amount of possibilities to think about.
I think this was literally yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. You remember how you would always ask me, because you know I'm like everything happens for a reason. You were like, what if?
But yeah, what time you want me to come over tomorrow?
Like, what if you don't have
I said I gotta see.
Huh?
You know,
I gotta see.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
She not here right now.
Wait.
Yeah, of course.
I
I
She's
don't want to hear
from
her
the
attacking. I don't want to hear her attacking shit either. I already know that's gonna be the first thing coming out her mouth. Shit.
What? You don't be on YouTube? Boy, they got the good info.
But it's really because I'm not.
Especially your show there. I'm gonna have to goddamn
Gotcha.
get her out before I leave. I ain't gonna hold you.
Got
I
you.
spend a lot of time with myself, honestly. So, I was watching this video and she said,
You took the even ass back, died.
Nigga, I was already coming in here before you came in.
Oh, you wasn't even thinking about that shit. I was already thinking about coming in here before I got on the game.
your mission and your purpose is something that you
Whatever.
like after you've gone through everything that you needed to go through in your lifetime, you're gonna look back and be like, okay, so that's what I was there to do. And you can determine whether or not you feel like you achieved it or not or whatever. You don't know what happens after that, but
Sure,
just
that's how
that
to
general
start, nigga.
concept and idea.
It is a very interesting concept because, like, I
You're always
personally
fucking with these damn
more so
robots.
believe the
Fucking
fact
nigga
that we
over
have
it,
to
I'm
create
feeling.
meaning. You know, we have to give ourselves a purpose. Like that's where I'm more so leaning toward. You know what I'm saying? But that's a 100. That's a possibility as well. You know that you can't just throw away because.
She said that too.
Oh really?
Yes, where
See-
you had to like.
Not they caking.
That's what the video was. It was this quote unquote stages of a spiritual awakening.
Well,
That's exactly what the video was.
facts, hell yeah, because that's the
Ooh,
thing,
nah,
man.
they're not
People be
caking.
looking for purpose in life, like they just gonna look
It's
under a
like a
rock,
nerd,
like,
geez.
oh, now I got purpose.
like,
No,
not
like
even
that's
nerds,
not how
they're
to
just,
give yourself. That's how much freedom you have. You
ITs.
give yourself purpose.
You first have to give yourself. You first have to like step toward finding a purpose, and when you find it, that's when you start continuing to work on it. And then when you pass or whatever, that's when you look back on it and be like, so I was feeling my mission. You get it. That made a little sense, I
Yeah, I
think.
hate trying to get noticed, man. Ain't nobody come see
I mean, I get it, but that can be interpreted in
doing
a
all the damn
lot of
shit
different
you
ways,
ugly
you know,
ass.
because you gotta also remember the timeline effect as well.
Stealing, like, look at
And
you
it's
behind
like
me. You finna come over
and that's the
here.
thing too. It's like because of all this
Like,
knowledge
you
that
be
we have,
stealing
quantum
every
mechanics,
fucking
everything.
thing. No, you
Like
Because
ain't.
I be already
technically,
going to that
everything that you
place.
could think about doing,
Damn,
at
So
somewhere
I'm gonna
out there
take
in the
everything that I
multiverse,
can't
you
open
have
for
done
where you
it,
just
or
like,
you're
well,
doing it. And it's like, it's crazy. And
You
it's
just be
obviously,
finding
you
it
know, you
before
can't
me.
think about that because you can't contact yourself, touch it. You can't do that. You
It'll
can't
move faster
operate in that
than-
multiverse. So
What?
thinking about it would
That
be
is the only
pointless.
thing
But,
you
you
be
know,
finding it
that
back
just having,
faster
just
than
that
I am. That's
mental
why I be feeling like
understanding
I'm
should be
fucking
enough to
stealing your
at least,
shit.
you know what I'm saying, bring some type of comfort
I'm like stealing
in
your
someone's
shit.
mental. Like, damn, I really wanted to do this. You did it. Somewhere out there, or do it. Shit, if you want to do it, why?
Hands on my
Like,
knees, shake it.
that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're always limiting ourselves,
Yeah,
and we
I
have to
really
stop doing that as
leave
an
on
individual
some
and as a
leave.
species. Because even with our political and social and educational systems, we're limiting ourselves. And whereas, no, don't get me wrong, democracy has its problems, but it is definitely,
Always.
or at least I personally believe it would be better than having a fucking monarch. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't know how the fuck it feels to live in a monarch. So how the hell will I be able to know? But the
Yeah.
thought of them, one person, the fact that one person has all of the say, there's no type of system in place or nothing to regulate him or anything, or her, because I'm not gonna goddamn be right or sexist. But it's like, we don't know, because we haven't had to live in that. But maybe this is the best thing that we can, at least for now. And it's sad because it's like, even though, like, the thing about it, since we're living in this shit, we're able to see all the problems in it. But imagine living in them, like, imagine after the American Revolution, that transition from having the absolute monarch, Great Britain, and then transitioning into the democracy of the 13 colonies. You know how we became America. Like, imagine that transition. That was fucking beautiful for them. It's sad that he evolved in the way that it is now, and we was born into it. So now we have
You
all
could've
these
just minded it.
these prejudices
You
about
could've
it.
just minded the
But
business that paid you.
that shit is actually,
But
it
still,
worked
you
at
Yeah, I
one
wanted
point
to
can't
in
do
mind
time,
my
that
or at
shit.
least it
business.
worked better than what
I
was
need
currently at the time. Exactly, and now this is the problem though. This is the biggest problem of all. We think that just because it worked back then, it's going to continue to work. That we don't want to look at, and even we don't even want to consider revising it or changing it at any way. And that's the problem. The problem is that we need to come together as collective intellectual minds, and we need to figure out a way we can fix whatever the fuck is wrong with this system. But my thing is though, the problem is, no matter what kind of system you make, right, there's always going to be someone on the short end of the stick. We cannot fully fix everything about this system, and that's a fact. We can't make a utopia.
I died anyway.
I've already said this, because it's almost like, if there's no chaos to mix in with the damn, the utopia, then what the hell is a utopia? We don't, the meaning, it loses its value. Just like if everybody was rich, there would be no such thing as rich. It would be normalized. There's no such thing as poor. You know what I mean? But my thing is though, is exactly, why the hell do we have to have rich and poor? Why the fuck do we have to have a poor person? You want me to tell you why? Because this self-sustaining system is the reason.
Why can't we help? We help.
Why the hell do they tax the damn poor more than the rich? It's because the rich, they understand that they can use different a lot of rich people are businessmen, right? And so they understand a lot of different corporate. They know how to fucking, because you have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
No, but I hear a lot about it.
So, oh my gosh, I definitely recommend it. But yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he basically talks about how the rich are able, like, it's in there in the book. It talks exactly about how the rich don't pay taxes. They use these, like, they sign these special papers with other corporations and shit, and that's how they get this, basically not pay taxes, or at least, when they are taxed, it's nowhere near as much. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even remember, because it's been like what, two years since I read that book. And so obviously I don't remember the paper and nothing like that, but it's fucking crazy, man. It's a interesting world out there in the rich man community.
You know,